So obviously this is not going to work on the first go. So let's call it a day with that, and you're going to have to just bear with me because I don't have time for this. I really have to get I got to get going on this concrete wall. So anyways, we'll do that. We'll do it another day. It's okay. It's no big deal. I mean, you're worth it, but I don't have time, so you're not worth my time right now. Sorry to tell you that, my dear viewers. Anyways, so we got this thing, which is kind of cool. This came with the tripod or whatever, maybe this thing. That's my basket, by the way. Camera 360. So it's got an iOS and an Android button feature. Funny thing, just by the way, Michelle, funny thing, the Android button is smaller than the iOS iPhone button. So, you know, I'm just saying, okay? Just saying, as some of our friends kind of say too much. Just saying. Anyways, you know, that was kind of fun. Let's take this little dingle out here. So we took this little dingle dongle out. We're gonna put it back in its case so that I don't lose it. Anyways, I can do this later, and you know, it'll be a lot better if I do it the right way. I have an old iPhone too, an iPhone 8, but it's dead right now because, you know, the battery goes dead so easily. So anyways, just stick with me. Maybe I'll put my earphones in. You might be able to hear me better. And I'm going to try to get you on the tripod, not the iPod, but the tripod. And by the way, here's the thing. It's way too bright here. Lavalier. Can you see that? Because I can't even see it. Okay, that's better. Lavalier, okay? Wireless lavalier microphone. Is lavalier the brand or no? The brand is New Might. Wireless lavalier microphone. So obviously lavalier, whatever. I don't even know what that means. But oh, by the way, let's keep this stuff out of the sun in my window here because we don't want it to melt on the first go around. I mean, it was cheap, super cheap, great deal. But we're gonna put it back in the box until we know actually what we're doing. And anyways, you've seen my Honda Gyro videos. We're taking a little break on that today because I gotta get the yard cleaned up. I gotta get, you know, things in place. So I'm gonna go back to earphones. Honestly, I wish I could listen to music right now, but my phone is not liking the fact that YouTube is pulling a lot of power. So it's a little it's hot. Anyways, there's the canopy. Gyro canopy. I took everything apart. It's all sitting in the sun here, which is probably a really bad idea. So let's you know what? Hold on a minute here. Let's put this bin. Let's put this bin in a safer place because there is nothing worse than breaking bike parts for no reason. And then, you know, you got to go buy them again. I think we talked about that last time. Oh, and by the way, I had my intestinal gut massage yesterday. It's called cho momi because that's what your stomach is called in Japanese, cho. And, well, it's actually your gut, your intestine, 7 meters, 20 feet. You know, this is not going to work because it's hot. But I have a table here which could provide some shade. Let me put you in this little holder here. And by the way, this tripod has a level on it, so I can level you. I can turn you however I want to. But anyways, let's get the legs down. Let's get them down to, I don't know, whatever height, so that we gotta get mixing concrete very, very soon. Okay, so now you, my friends, are in here. All right, we're going now. We're going again, okay? So you're now in the shade. Hopefully it's gonna stay that way. I hope you can hear me with my earphones. So we got the concrete blocks all laid out. We're putting pins in, just for the fun of it, okay? This is all laid out. So now before we get mixing, we gotta clean this up. You should always wet the old concrete first. Don't forget your gloves. I don't even know where I put them. You know, this happens to me constantly. Put my stuff down. I can't find it. Oh, here they are. They're where they should have been. And it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be windy, very windy for a while. You know, I really don't like the angle here. Let's see here. Do we have the right angle? I don't think so. I think we need to angle it that way. Hello. Okay, so we can see the, you know, you can see that pipe, green pipe down there. Okay, good. So we are good to go. Let's continue. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna pull up our block. We're gonna set it aside here. And the question is, what do we do with this fence post? It's all rotted at the bottom. This is, you know, 100 years of fence post right here. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna save that for later. We're gonna do that another day. So we're gonna wash this down. Hopefully not make too much of a mess here. Yeah, here's my brush. I'm gonna wash this down, make it nice and clean. Okay. Leave the pins in because pinhole. Get off track. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Just doing this for fun. Not really. I'm doing this to make the driveway look much better. A little bit more space to back up. Park my subboards. Alright. Just gonna give it a little spray. Not much of a spray, just a little spray. Alright. Otherwise it's gonna make mud. I don't want mud. I want this to dry immediately. Because it's a mess. Alright. We will be ready to mix concrete in just a moment. Okay. So here's my bucket of junk. And we're not going to use the hammer. Probably going to use that. We're going to use that. Make sure the trash doesn't go in the river. We're not going to use that. So why don't we put all this away? Don't put it away. We're going to regret it. A little bubble level. Regular level. We got our jointer, which is going to come at the end anyways. And need a sponge. Always need a sponge. Down, a little rubber mallet. All your little tools here. Right. As you can see, my asphalt is breaking, so got a big root there. I have to call my guy, Mr. Wachi. He can bring me a mini truckload of what do you call it? Mini truckload of, we say jari. That's what's it called? Gravel. Actually, jari is small round stones, and gravel is called saiseki. Seki means stone, like little stone. I don't know what that means. Whatever. Anyways, so putting away my extra pins here. See, I cut all these pins to like 300 millimeter, 20, about a foot. And put that away. No need to make a mess. Now if you hear something really loud, they're pretty heavy. This one's about half a bag, which is good. We're gonna mix half a bag. Half a bag concrete. And it's not the concrete stuff that, you know, pre-mix. By the way, this time I'm gonna cut it a little differently. I need a drain pipe here. A little bigger than I want. That's all I got. So my friend Charlie, who's from Maine, he's a chimney sweep. Good chimney sweep. So he said like 2 to 1. Anyways, this is mortar. We're not going to use mortar for a while. But he said not 2 to 1, 3 to 1. Good concrete. So that means, whatever, scoop of concrete, 3 scoops of sand. So here's our sand. And take another bag of sand. For now, we only have 2 bags of sand. That's the problem. You know, I go to the home store and this is what I get. We call it suna. In Japanese, suna. It's sand. Pretty good sand. That's all I got. I got 2 bags, so you know. What they say is to do 1 bag of concrete. This thing is 25 kilograms, about 50, 60 pounds. They say 1 bag of cement to 4 bags of sand, which, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. Use what you gotta use. But here's what I say. You see me? Hello. I would say mix what you can in a nice big bucket. Use it and go 1 by 1. Because 1, it's getting hot. And 2, getting a sunburn already. So, let's get going here. So we got that. We're good. We got top level here. And we're good to go. So, but I need my measuring tool. We always need a tool. Where is that thing? So I just had it the other day. Here it is. I found it. Don't worry. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. I got it. So here it is. We're gonna measure with this. What is it? It's a 1 liter measuring thing. Whatever. You know, it'll work. It's not great. Usually when I mix concrete, I put way too much water in, and then I have to work harder and harder and harder. So we're gonna go 2 scoops of the crete, okay? 2 scoops of crete. That means we're gonna have, according to Charlie, which I trust Charlie implicitly. So 2 scoops of that, okay? Then, get our razor blade out. Oh, by the way, people, You gotta close the van door. Don't leave your windows open. This stuff is a mess. All right, how are we gonna scoop this sand out of the bag without losing all of it? Well, we're gonna have to cut it open at the top, and maybe, just maybe, we can get a scoop out of this. It's not much of a scoop. All right, one. There you go. Use the trowel. Two. Three. Four. Alright, that's fine now. Now I can pull this down a bit. That's four. Alright. Five. Six. And for good measure, we'll put in another one for the half buckets that I just did. Okay, so we got concrete. We got a 3-to-1 mix going here. Lost a little bit of sand. It's okay. Doesn't really matter. Okay, first, we're gonna mix this bucket over here. Mix it close to where you work, because otherwise it's gonna make a mess. So we're just gonna mix it, turn the hammer off, and mix it up with the concrete and the sand mixed in. By the way, probably have to see at the truck. It is kind of that, lean it up. Then we're gonna get a little water. Keep this thing wet. You don't need much, not even a liter. You do not need a liter in the beginning, because we're gonna mix this, we're gonna mix it really coarse, not loose. We're gonna mix it hard. So we mixed it up really, it's a little loose because it has a lot. So we're gonna add some sand because I think it's got enough. I'm gonna add another scoop of sand and maybe some more. We'll add some more. Add some more concrete, just a little bit, and then we should be good. Half a scoop. That's enough. Half a scoop is plenty. And then this will be ready to go. good, but still a little too loose for my zone of comfort. So let's put in maybe another half of sand. It's fine. I really want to get this done. That's good. That's good stuff right there. I'm going to rinse off our tools. By the way, rinse your tools off because you'll be fighting it later. And it's annoying. Let me tell you, it is annoying to rinse tools off after the fact. And besides, you need a bucket full of water. Anyways, for all your tools to soak in, you need, where's the brush? Has anyone seen the brush? Yeah, it's right here. You need the wet brush. Anyways, you need, everything's gonna be wet. So, I think we're good to go. Still with me? So, we're gonna make this straight, level, because there's a word that begins with A, ends with L. I don't like it. Michelle uses it. Thank you for the tripod suggestion. And what's the thing called? Something new wireless lavalier microphone idea. Great idea. Anyways, let's keep going. Here we go. So we're gonna get down in here, get our stuff. Trowel. Little trowel. Don't really get the little trowel right now. What we do need to do is we need to set the first block. And honestly, it's always a challenge to get that first two blocks together. What am I using? I'll use this. I really want to use this one. Just gonna plop down some stuff here. Okay. Put this all down. It's a lot easier just to, line things up. Get your concrete down here. If you don't get your concrete down, one, it's gonna dry in the bucket anyways. Two, one by one is just a waste of time. I'm sure Charlie would agree. Maybe Dad would also agree that you gotta move quick. You gotta move quick. Laying brick or laying block or whatever. Now, obviously this side, the front side, is gonna be low. So let's build it up first, okay? Build it up. Get it nice and level. Use red level. That's hat on the table. Where it should be. A little red level. It's getting kind of ruined by this concrete work. But it doesn't matter. I'm at a recycle shop. It's a junk item. Yeah. So, as you can see, we're closing in on this bucket. Do is scrape up from the edges as we go. Don't want to place 3 at a some chose, say in Japanese. Oh, chose. So I thought Brother Suzuki, anyway, that's his name. I thought Mr. Suzuki, how to say level, diagonal, vertical. It's kind of cute actually. Because he taught me about gardening. And anyways, level is suihei and vertical is suichoku. Diagonal is naname. That's Japanese, just for the, if you want to learn anything today, you need to learn Japanese. That's what it is. And speak Japanese here. Maybe I'll do a whole video in Japanese one day, but I don't have time right now. That stuff gets hard fast. We don't have time. Not hard. Okay. We take our level. See if we made this line at all level, which is pretty close. Yeah, it's pretty close. You can just run it along here. It's the easier way to keep it level. So take a little trowel, get it wet, and just follow it along the line you just made with your level. And it should turn out pretty nice. Actually, this way. Try a new way today. I'm going to get a motorcycle home. It's only 2,000 yen. That's 13 bucks. So it's brand new. It's the model is Torque, and this person is selling it for only 13 bucks. So I gotta go to Yokohama to get that later today. But since you've been watching all my videos about the Honda gyro canopy, you know, the safe thing to do is to wear. You have to, but I mean, really, for the sake of life, your brain, you know, we were given a brain to use it. Like accident or something. There are accidents here. I don't want to have one ever. Alright, here we go. Let's get a little water on the bottom of our block here, because that's important. Some water on the bottom of the block. As you can see, we're not gonna put this. Anyways, we're gonna get that there. And of course, it's gonna be a little high to start. But that's okay. So what we're gonna do, let's get that there. Really, may as well just keep that cut. Because time is of essence. Fall into the river, because that would really water the river. So just wait on this. It's already level. I'm gonna get 3 blocks done. I only have 2 to go. When I made the first wall, it took me quite a while. Quite a while. It took a long day of doing it, but I got it done. Now, I'm just going to check our level here. And it's looking better than the wall did. That's for sure. Push there. Right there. Then, get this out. Clean it off. Level that I own. Carpentry work and stuff. Buy one of it. Should have bought one on Temu, but I didn't. Really We really want to do that. Now, take a little hammer here. I'm gonna go down. Now remember, you want to get this. It'll line up every block, basically, all the way down. Oh. And if you don't line it up, you'll regret it. You will definitely regret it. Now this has to go down more. Okay. This is going to be a process, as you can see. It will be a process. Top is still high. We're looking better here. Once we get this first block going, we'll be able to roll. But it's still high. Although, you know, I spend a lot of time doing this, and probably a lot of time could be spent moving a little faster. I mean, this is level. That's beautiful. So this, what is this? This is pretty good, and this is not wonderful. So what we'll do is we're going to get this up in here. Okay. Push up a little bit of concrete from under. Okay. Now I'm going to pop this down a little bit. Pop this back down. You can't pop it too much. There we go. It's coming back. Coming back around. So, wow. See, you pop it around too much. The last time I did this with the string line, this time I'm just going to do 5 blocks just because, let's pound this down just a little bit more. Give me just a little bit of time. Okay. And honestly, that's good because if it pitches out, it's not going to catch there. It's good. Let's go. Let's go to the next. Okay. Let's go to our next one here. This stuff sets. That's nice. How about this? Is this okay? Really? Bang this down. Bang that thing down. Figure out if we're level. We are not. We're not level anymore. Let's get this front down a little more. That'll make us level. Ooh, that's good. Could do the same with this, but I think I'm going to leave this one. As long as this level lines up nice, which it does. See where we're at. There's way too much going on there. Way too much going on. Pick this up again. All the way there. Concrete on the other side here. Why did I do that? I don't know. I can't let it go. Okay. And it looks better that way. It looks a lot better right there. We put this down just a bit. And then it'll fit right in. Oh, even better. Getting better. So, a number of my viewers in America, if you're even viewing this, might know that I worked in an asphalt paving crew for my uncle. My Uncle Richard was a good businessman, a nice man, had a good family, you know, had a boat, took us fishing when we were little, deep sea fishing. Anyways, Uncle Richard had a number of guys working for him, some guys were good, some were interesting. One of those guys, Eddie Maduno, passed away, but he was a nice Italian guy. And Eddie was arguably the best mason in the field of masonry. Now there is another mason that I know from Boston. He's still alive, of course, because he's young. But Eddie was the best, I would say. We have my other friend, Eddie was the type of mason that could take a brick, hit it with a hammer, and it would split the way you wanted it. I would say that's amazing. Wouldn't you say it's amazing? It must be. Obviously, I'm struggling with this block because I keep touching it. I don't know how to touch it, so I want to make sure that it comes out, comes out right. And this one's off now, so because I touched it. That's okay. We do a little wiggle from the front, put a little bit from the back, come out exactly the way you want it. Okay. That. Alright, see how we're doing here with leveling. That one's not leveling out nicely. This one did. This one finally did. And then this is gonna be good, but it's got a lot of pitch on this side. So crunch that down. Bring it back a bit. Getting better. Oh, getting a bubble here. Getting a lot better. But anyways, back to Eddie. Man, I wish I had paid attention when I was young. Eddie was the type of mason that he could do wonders with brick. Oh. Am I on the? I hope I'm not like on the concrete here, like on the bottom. It's not. Definitely not going down more. Oh, it's getting there. The driveway slopes down. So this end could be high as long as it follows the line of this level, then we're good. Fine. We want it to look good for my customers. Okay. This one. We're supposed to tap this from the back. A little tap from the back, and you'll get to where you gotta go. Now this is fine, nice and smooth. How is that? Little, it doesn't matter, really. Who's gonna check it except for me? Honestly, I'm the only one that's gonna check this. But you know. Now you know my secret. This could go a little up. May as well do it while I'm here. Why not? Let's get our brush. Where's our brush? I'm gonna wet the concrete here. Concrete wet. Keep it wet on each side. And it'll be usable. Finish. And I'm gonna give it a little tippy. Little tippy. Okay. Just a little tippy. Tippy doodle do. Okay. And it's up way too high. Still. Okay. Okay, so I think overall this looks good. Let's see how it looks here, because we do need to move on and finish this today. That'd be nice. So, still with me? Okay. Okay, we are almost, oh, that's better from this direction, honestly. Can't see it from my room, can I? I mean, I can. Whatever. You know what? This side doesn't even matter. I can never see it. Okay, we gotta get going here. Dump some water in there, make it nice and loose. Tell you it's already wiggling here. Let's see where we're at. We're at here. Go punch it in a bit. And then we'll punch it back. Nice. I'm gonna say that's lining up good. Calm this down a bit. Should have done before. Point now. To raise this up a hair. A little bit of cream in there. And then we'll pound it down a bit. Right in line with this, almost. Yeah. Very nice. the level. If you're watching from the States, if you're learning, then you know this is a bubble gun. Got bubble on it. Bubble gun. Okay. So this is low. This is better. No, oh, that's good. I'm gonna go with that. And that almost good. A little. Good. Better. It's a lot better than it was. Just double check while we're here. Double check it. Okay. Double check that. And then I'm gonna this little kick in from the bottom. Kick it in from the top, come out not Suichoku or not vertical. It won't be plumb. There we go. That's good. Let's stick with that. Don't touch it. Don't touch it anymore. Yeah. You do that. You ever watch Castaway? Tom Hanks. Great movie. Talking to Wilson all 4 years out at sea, talking to himself. That's kind of what DIY is like, you know. You get to talk to yourself. Yeah. Give yourself a pep talk. You know, like everything's good. Everything's good, you know. And just keep going. So that's good. That is just the way I want it. I mean, it's good. So let's go with good there. Okay. And then we're just gonna prop up our stuff here. And clean what we have. Let's put some water in this because it will keep it wet. All wet. We have a lot of good stuff here. We can avoid pushing it out of the way. Just put it in there. Fill these cells up. By the way, on my last outing here, I made the mistake of trying to grout the, joint the, whatever, grout the joints, joint the grouts. I made that mistake, grouting it without filling in these cells. Why is that a mistake? Well, first of all, you cannot, number one, you cannot get loose concrete to stay upright. I mean, that's kind of a given. Some people would say that's a given. But if you're a beginner and you don't always do concrete, which I don't always do it, and by the way, I'm probably just not going to work here. That's okay. That's what we got this for. Just check. So my dad, he is good with checking once and moving on. I am not good with checking once and moving on. I have to check at least 100 times before I move on. Because I'm a perfectionist. I can't help it. Now, if we just make this nice and make a nice little ridge here with the spilled over concrete, then I'm not going to have to touch this. In an hour, this is going to be set. And a little ridge of concrete. Just mark it right in there. Don't in the concrete. Because very important to have a nice ridge. Really fill this in later with it. Get your sponge out. Sponge this down, okay? Sponge down. Put that in there. Okay. And don't worry, because this water is all going to come out. It's not going to affect a single thing. Did I get this one? Make sure we get that one. This will make it go nice and easy. There we go. Put that in there. And that'll see this cell here, the center cell, it's gonna lock everything in. So that's why you want to make sure to at least get this locked in. So get that locked in. And remember, all this stuff's coming out anyways. The water, it's all gonna come out. You know, back to my intestinal massage. All we're gonna come out in the end while we're here, while we're on this. So, Chill Mummy, right? That's my massage, intestinal massage person. Her name's Yuri, just by the way. She's a nurse. She operates here in Hayama. Chill Mummy, H-O-U-M-O-M-I. Basic gut massage is a comfortable there. So you can see her on Instagram. I might even show up there on a video. I got videos the other day. That's fine. Because intestinal massage has got to be the newest thing. If you're exercising and you don't know why your weight is not going down, well, guess what? Because you have old poop in your system. So get that out. Get it massaged. You might have to come to Japan for it because it's the greatest place to get done. Whatever. Anything, I don't really care. But so we got 3 blocks down. What time is it? We're doing good. You know, we'll be done by noon. Go get my lunch. I'm not gonna get ramen. Ramen's bad for the gut. Fried food bad for the gut. I mean, once in a while it's good. So that, you know, don't get me wrong here. You don't have to be a food freak. No. Just by the way, Yuri-san, Mrs. Yuri, the massage, intestinal gut massage person, she said that you don't have to go crazy on your diet. You have to detox sometimes, get all that stuff out, and you can eat what you want. You can eat ice cream, you can eat fast food. It's just that you can't eat that stuff constantly. So, if you eat it constantly, you know, you're gonna get sick, one. Anyways, whatever. It's up to you. You don't want to be sick. Well, back to our blocks. Mix up some of our extra stuff here. Now we're gonna make sure we get by the river here, because I want to come back and do this step later, and I want it to look good for the neighbors. One, because they have a really nice, not keeping up with the doors and shit, but not an American name, but I do want to have a nice looking wall, but no, I do not want I don't want weeds growing up anymore. I'm tired of weeding, and that's why I embarked on this project, which, granted, has taken a lot of time. Shouldn't the prefecture be doing this? Yeah, but you know what? They're busy. And if the prefecture does this, they're going to take back a meter of my property, which is not my property. It's my mother-in-law's, but I'm going to call it my property. It doesn't matter. Maybe it's not. Nobody's going to fault me for saying it is. Are you? We'll put a little cream in there. A little cream in there. Okay. More in this joint here. Okay. Alright, it's time to mix again. We gotta mix again. So again, this time we're gonna do 3 scoops. 3 to 9. We're gonna do 9 scoops. One, 2, 3. That is 3. Okay. Now, while we're here, we're going to do 1 concrete mixing bowl. Now we got the half mix in, and honestly, maybe I'll just mix the same amount as the first one. We just need 3 more scoops of sand. But doing it this way. How about we just do it that way? That's 1. Okay. 1. Drop it out. There's 2. Dump out the rest anyways. 2. Last scoop. Get the last scoop. You know what it's gonna look like. Yeah. Scoop. Put that down. Obviously, my stuff is gonna go blowing all over the place. Another scoop of sand. Yeah. This time we're going to cut open the top. Make life easy. Okay. And we're going to scoop in 1 more scoop. Okay. There's 1 more scoop. 1 more scoop. Phil Collins. Give me just 1 more scoop. I won't do it without the scoop. Really worked out. Okay, this is a 3/4 scoop of concrete. They call it cement. Cemento. I went to the store the other day to get what I thought was concrete. And they couldn't understand my Japanese. And so I'm like, concrete, you know, concrete. Concreto. Apparently it was cemento. Cement. And not concrete. Wasted 10 minutes shopping. You know, just to figure out how to say cemento. Now they do have pre-mixed concrete and sand, which I might pick some of that up next time. Because this takes a long time to get going. I mean, a long time. Man. By the way, we're not going to mix this. And do, we're only gonna do 300 milliliters first. 300 milliliters to start. So last time, that's too hard. Why it's doing hammer. I don't want that on camera. Let's do a little bit more, so maybe 500 for this one. We need a little bit more. Alright. Now, I'm gonna lay 2 more blocks. Last time I did off more than thanks to my friend at Charlie's Chimneys in Maine, we got a good mix here. Very good mix. Let's put this up here so I don't have to bend over next time. It's time to keep going here. Let's keep going. Because it looks like it's going to rain soon. Kind of nice though. Not cool. Not really cool. So let's put this over here. And, you know, you guys want to come closer, see what I'm doing? Maybe. Are you still there? Hope you're still watching. I could put you right here. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to make my drain, but that's okay. Whatever, you know. I got a core bit here, so it's a 75 millimeter core concrete bit. I bought this for my air conditioning jobs. We install air conditioning here, and some of the houses have like a stucco concrete outer wall. And man, are they tough to go through even with this. So let's keep going. I'm gonna take a rag off, get this dried out maybe. All right, yes. Let's keep going here. We're almost done. We are almost there. Wet the surface here just a little bit. Just a little bit. Wet the block. It's easier. Okay. Hi. You're still with me. That's wonderful. Thank you. So we're going to take our stuff, put it in. Okay. See, I don't want to waste it. This end is going to be a little funky. The river wall is low on my property. You know, during typhoons, the river does not run through it, but it does rise. And our river a couple of years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, came right up like 50 centimeters below this, like 1.5 feet below the wall. Kind of scary because we didn't know if it was going to wash our house away. And that was not fun. But it did not wash the house away. Lo and behold, thankfully. And oh, look at that. This is going to turn out nice. It might be better than the first one. Let's see how it goes. Just going to build that up. Favor my side and then less on the river side. Okay. Level this thing out on the wrong side of the level. The levels and concrete work. Okay, good enough. Oh yeah. Let's clean off our level. Every time you dip it in there, clean it off. And then we're going to take this trowel. Maybe we can get this relatively close. Get it close first. I mean, there's a better way to doing this, I'm sure. Some of your concrete people out there are like, what are you doing? But, you know, this is DIY. This is not, I would say it's semi-professional. So, you know, semi-professional. That's what it is. Alright, I'm gonna put this on. Yosh! Oh, it's heavy. I say these things. Yosh! Yosh! Because, man, is that heavy. Put that baby on. Yosh! That's the Japanese say. Yosh! I have a friend named Yosh. He's probably watching this video right now. And, good friend. Got a large bike license, which is, I kind of want to get that. Not that I don't need it, that's for sure. My mother, who's watching too, she would not want me to ride a bike ever. My other family members who are likely not watching this because they have other, interests like bikes and stuff. But if you're watching it, great. My mother is not a bike fan because people, stupid people die in bike accidents, and smart people too. Accidents happen. Don't get me wrong here. Accidents happen. Good people, because it happened. Nothing caused it. No one's to blame. Accidents happen. Okay, we're good. Now we have a wall that is looking quite nice. Quite nice. Kick this out just a wee. Okay, take that out a wee. And then this one. More. Well, here's my trash guys. So the trash guys have started looking at the trash. Why? Because, trash in Japan is not easy. Like, you gotta separate stuff. You can't just chuck everything into the same bin. Like in America, we don't chuck stuff. Does it matter? Yes, it does matter. I'm sure it matters. Environmentally, yes, it matters, but honestly, who has the real solution? Well, my friends, we know who has the real solution, but we're not going to get into it on this video or any other video because, people have their different views on who has the solution. If you have the solution, great. If you don't, well, I recommend you talk to someone who does. gonna just put a little bit in there. We didn't have to touch it, but I did. I touched it because I had to touch it. And this is fine. I don't have to touch it, but I did. So I touched it, and now we're higher than we are. We're a lot higher than we wanted to be in the first place. But actually, good thing I touched it because we're low on, we're way low on this side. Pick this up again. Okay. And this one, I come up too. A lot of nice cream. Okay. Okay. Now this is looking good. It's looking good. So let's just, we gotta give it a little, just a little twinkle here. Twinkle, twinkle. Okay. Let's just see where we're at on this level. It's good. It's very good. What happened here? Anybody know? Oh, it's good. It's good. It's just for the sake of continuity. We're good. Okay. What is going on here? Funky, funky, funky. Let's just see how we're at. Honestly, that's looking good. And it's level. So basically, we've finished the block laying. Don't touch it. Now, I tell you guys all the time, because I'm actually telling myself, do not touch it yet. But don't level it. Look at it. It looks good. And it looks good. It looks really good. And this one is not, does not look good, but you know what, I'm not going to touch it for the sake of my audience. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys what I do here. I'm just going to wet that down a bit. This should still be wet. Okay. Oh, and by the way, everybody, in case I didn't tell you from the beginning, I may have forgotten, if I didn't tell you, we're going to match this fence to this fence color. Continuity. Talking about continuity, huh? Scoop up all excess stuff. Very, very weak. Very weak. Very weak. Maybe if I can get out to the home center today, I know they have these sectional posts. Very good. Wider fences. Probably the worst ever. walk in here maybe when I decide. I'm not sure I'm gonna do that yet. Might just make this a drain. This is like a French drain. We made a lot of French drains on the paving crew. Not, I didn't, Eddie did. And anyways, it came out good. Actually, my cousin Bob, he loved doing French drains. Kept him busy. So he's a hard worker. Always let me run the machines and stuff. That was fun. When I was a kid, I was 10. He was running a Bobcat, backhoe. I think any kid around here is running a machine. I don't even know what a machine is called. They call it a shovel loader. I think. I don't know what it means. Machine. You're gonna be a machine operator. You really gotta know the name of the machine. Can I bump that out? Hope not. Maybe it's a variation of that. I like that. I don't care. I'm done. I gotta finish this up. I gotta take a shower. And by the way, I made an outside shower. I wish I had made a video for that, but anyways, it's over, so it doesn't really matter. That shower came out nice, let me tell you. Alright, so now we're gonna put, I have to stir this up. Actually, why don't we just use the machine, make the machine work. That's what we used to say to the Portuguese guys we used to work with. They were actually Brazilian. Great guys. Make the machine work. Don't do that. So, okay, make machine work. Make the body work. So we're gonna fill up our cell here because it's better to fill it up now. Then we're gonna mix some of this loose, like liquid, pump it in. And then we'll be done for the day very soon here. And then I can call Mr. Wachi on the side 60 in here. Very important finishing this job. So we just have one more bucket to mix, maybe two. It really depends, actually. Anybody know what time it is? It's 11:40. Long video. Apple's gonna wanna make me buy another gigabyte of data. I'm not doing that. You buy data and then the data, and then they want you to buy more and more. And I don't think it's fair, but life isn't fair sometimes. Alright, so you mix this up, push it down, get all the goo out. That's it. Okay. And then we can fill up the center cells that have all these pins in them. Looks like we put the pins in right. Okay. Do the joints later. Okay. All right. go back to our mixing. So we're gonna move our bucket again. Gonna do, how much do we want to do? We're gonna do 1, 2, 3. The Japanese say daitai. Oh, hi. You're over there. Great. Let's move over here again so you can see what I'm doing. Daitai. It means about. So 3 to 1 about. Daitai. Not. Doesn't have to be rocket science. Oh no. There is a science to it. Fun. Hold on a minute. Stop. Wait. Wait a minute. All right, so we had to pause for just a minute, and we're gonna finish off this. Well, the question is, where was I? Question is, I put 1 scoop of concrete in, which means we gotta do 3 more scoops of sand. 3 more sand. Honestly, I don't have a lot of sand left. 1, half a bag. 2. 3. Actually, I got a ton of mortar. I mean, literally a ton. Put a little bit more concrete in, just to, I'd like to finish off this bag. So maybe we'll just mix the rest of this. We'll go 2 more of these. Okay, mix it nice and loose. I just want to pour it in nice and loose. It's like liquid. All right, take our handle of this bucket, peel it back out of my way. All right, we're gonna put in we'll put in a lot this time. A whole liter. All right, 1 whole liter, and that'll make it nice and loose. Make it easy on my mixer here. I've had this box for a long time. All right, 20 years. Starting to slip now. Beat the junk out of it. Good old mixer. Okay, nice and loose. And we're gonna put in the rest of the concrete, which is, I don't know, probably 2 scoops. We'll probably put some more sand in right up to the top. I want to get this out of here. It's no fun having, half a bag of concrete left over, sitting around, flying around. And look at all this junk. And I'm gonna try to put the rest of this in. I don't think it'll fit in the bucket, so I gotta put more. I gotta put a little bit more water in too. But anyways, put another, I don't know. Just barely gonna stay in the bucket. That's okay. There we go. That's gonna be good. We have a full bucket. 10-liter bucket. What do you got? Project I'm going to check off my list. 3 weeks. I started it. Month and a half ago. Maybe a month ago. There we go. That one looks good. Good stuff right here. Okay. Our equipment. Alright, put that up there. I am done with that. Now, maybe, I don't know if you can see it. I bet you it's heavy. Probably heavy. That's good stuff right there. Yeah, that's very good stuff. So, just gonna use this because it'll slide out easy, you know. So we're gonna go in, fill up our cell here, fill up that cell a little bit. We'll fill up the regular pin cells right up to the top. Apparently one scoop brings it right up to the top, which is really nice. Oh, no, I don't want to waste it, that's for sure. There we go. We'll do like every other for now. Just the pin cells because it's got to dry before the rain comes. That in there. Fill that right up. And you know, once you dump this in, you really got to use a stick to kind of get all the bubbles out. Down. Otherwise, have air pockets. Air pockets aren't good with concrete. I'm sure they whoever they are, I'm sure they say that. I mean, you know, with the professional concrete crew, they have this aerator tool, and it's all about it. Actually, Makita makes that kind of tool. I'm not going to buy that. I don't use it much. Get all this good cream out of here. All right, this is all cream. Nice. So let's see if we can just dump it right in here. All the good stuff right here. Okay. Alright, there we go. Get our little swirl doodle here. It's kind of hard to do this when you can't really see bright. We gotta mix another bucket, obviously. And use up the rest of our sand, whatever concrete we have left. But you know what? First, let's see if we can't do our little aeration thing. I don't want to wait till the end, and then everything's all hard. So basically, this is my aeration tool. Get all this out here. Let's put this in there. Oh, fine. I'll use this to keep my hammer thing all set. There we go. That's good. Okay, that's good. It's a little push, that's all. It's a little push in there. There you go. No need to do any more. See, it's coming out real nice right there. Okay, this one, you know, it's got to lay down flat. There we go. Okay. Alright. You know, water's not a bad thing. It'll dry up. Water in the cell. It's going to come up on the next mix dumper. There we go. Guess who's going to be in trouble for not wearing long sleeves or a hat? I mean, I got the head thing on, you know. I look bad, don't I? Yeah, I know I look bad. A little water in there. You know it. Okay, we gotta mix more. Unfortunately, I gotta open a bag. Let's go see if there's a open bag. I have an open bag of water. I really don't want to open this, but I have to. But you know what? I don't want to. Let's use this open bag of mortar. Put the mortar in, okay? The mortar's the same as concrete. The column's just as heavy. I'm gonna use it all up. I'm just gonna use it all up. That's a lot of dust. So use that all up. We're gonna stick some sand in it. I don't know. I'm out of sand anyways. Let's put all the sand in the mortar. Some people might say that we shouldn't mix sand with mortar, but I mean, mortar is basically a type of cement. Just a finer, you know, more of a bond. For a little, for a mix this and keep up with this heavy mix. Sure, it should be. Just fine. We're gonna put again a whole liter in there at first. Mix this like liquid. Oh, it's heavy. That is a heavy little thing, huh? Wow. Oh, there you go. Let's put some more in. There we go. Let's get a little bit more. The good thing about water is something is not right at all. There's my mini shovel. My mini shovel out. Brought this from Boston. I dug a basement out with this. My dad and I, we dug a basement out. Like a whole basement, yeah. You wouldn't even believe it. Probably don't even believe me, do you? This stuff is super. Oh, that's why. Because it's like a big old lump. A big lump of junk in there. We gotta get more water in here. There we go. Junk in here. Wow. Really? There's a lot of junk in here. closer, just a little bit. Yeah, there you have it. We're done mixing. We are done mixing for today. That is for sure done. Done deal. Clean this off. Other stuff off. Okay, now. We're not gonna close it. There you have it, my friends. Now it's filling up the cracks better than the last one. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go down through all the cracks down there. Now looking good. Okay. There we go. Push right in. That in there. Okay. And this dries quick, so have to move quick. I don't really feel like doing it right now. But anyways, that's another story. All these cracks on here. Gotta fill that in. We'll do the riverside another day. Another day. Right. Let's see here. Let's get our tape out. We want to measure from here to here, and that's going to be, that cell is a meter. This is 120. I'm going to leave this cell open because I might put a fence up. I don't really know yet. Let's get out our little thing here. We gotta. What time is it? Anybody know? Oh, it's 12 o'clock. Getting towards finish time. Close to finish time. Gotta clean up soon. Push that in. Let it bleed out. Alright. That in there. That in there. That all down below level. Above level is bad. Below level is preferable. Then you don't have to do any cleanup later. Okay. Alright, we did it. So, thank you for watching. We have a wall. It's gonna look nice when I'm totally finished with it. Basically, we're gonna just cut all it off here. Get all the junk out of it. Okay. There you go. Alright. Let's see how this looks here. Still got some left in my bucket. This here, this is going to be unseen by anybody, so very much unseen. scene. It's too wet. Still too wet. Should we get by the river here? We'll wash this off. Clean up. Wash later. My friend Sato, Kato, his last name is Kato. He's a concrete. I'm sure he's pretty good. He's Japanese. He's concrete. Very good. What they do. They keep stuff straight. Very nice work here. I'm learning from some of that because they do it really good. Really good. I'm not paying anyone. Paying myself. If you click subscribe, like, you know, I said I didn't care, but, you know, some people subscribe, and I could actually make a couple pennies. So that's basically how it works. People make money because you're watching this video. That's fine. You can make money on it. I know a guy, cleaner guy. His name's Keo. He's a good cleaner. Man, he's like YouTube famous. He is a YouTube famous dude. I might put something on top of the wall later. Not today. Just gonna fill in this little center doodle. So the town doesn't notice what I'm doing. It's not illegal. I mean, it's my wall. Family's owned this property for longer than the wall's been here. Actually, the wall was not here in the first place. Then they decided to put a wall here. So, by all rights, I'm just making this look better for the town. Look better for my neighbors. It does look better, that's for sure. Cream up in here, I'll say. I will. And maybe I'll do that hole later, you know, drain hole. I don't know if they need a drain hole. Because I mean, what if when I do the carport, what if I raise the whole driveway? I mean, I don't foresee doing that, so, but why put a drain in now? I don't really know if I'm going to use a drain, if I need it. It's looking good. Okay. Down there. Down there. It's all about continuity. Continuity, and when I say continuity, I mean it's about making things look pretty. I mean, they gotta look pretty. So why are you doing work? You know, to make it look like junk. Nobody wants to look at junk. I don't want my, friends coming over looking at junky job. That's lame. Junky job, super lame. You may as well not get out of bed if you're gonna do a bad job. So if you're gonna do DIY, try to do it right. Try to be finicky, and what I mean by that in English is be particular about what you do. Perfection is not achievable. Perfection, it's not achievable right now. Shout out. But perfection is achievable later. But right now, you're not going to have a perfect job, but you can get it looking nice. Get it looking nice so that when your friends come, they're going to be like, wow, you did such a great job. And you're like, yeah, I worked hard on it. Thank you, That's kind of the point of doing your own work, to have that satisfaction that, some people notice it. Oh, I feel rain. I'm going to have to clean up soon. I feel rain. Do you feel the rain? It's going to be on my phone in a minute. So I think it's time to clean up. You can probably see the clouds over there. But yeah, it's time to close up shop here in a hurry because I got stuff out. Close up. And we'll do all the joints. Alright, I'm still going at it because I can't stop. And besides, I gotta get this, the joints. They're gonna dry up. Anyways, that's the point. I'll get them to dry up. Okay. Alright, let's wash out. It's time to wash out because I'm dirty. I have to take a shower outside, which is fine because I got this nice little, I got a setup so I can take a shower in this little tent, pop-up tent, Harbor Freight, thank you, Harbor Freight America, which is super cool. Great store, as I mentioned before. Freight, all of your needs. You need one shot. They're not as cheap as they used to be. Quality, price. But, that is how it goes. Nice, we have a wall again. Really nice. We get a wall again. We get a wall, and we're definitely going to need a mini truck of size 50. Alright. Alright. That all washed up. Where's that brush? It's over here. As clean as possible. Even buckets, you don't want to get your bucket too dirty or leave it dirty. This one's a little case, but you might use it for another purpose other than concrete. Can't get them clean after that. Concrete caked on it. And here comes the rain. So we gotta put the tools away and clean up. And I'm gonna say thank you for joining us. It's starting to rain. Anyways, time to clean up. So you see what we did today? We got our wall in. Let's go from this. We'll go from this angle. We got our wall in right here. all the way up there. We only did 5 blocks. The last time we did like 12 or 13. Took all day. This took a couple hours. A little bit of drilling, put the pins in, but we're good. Actually, I could put you right in my van. I'll stick you right in my van for now. Is that smart? I don't know. I got my basket in the way. If I rotate my basket, put that there. How about that? You see this bar? Yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh, actually, tripod goes down. That's what a tripod does. How about this? Ah, look at that. You can watch me clean up. Nice. So now we're gonna clean up. Put everything in the bucket where it belongs. Okay. Wash it all down. Nice and it's gotta be ready for the next time. That's the thing. So you don't want to have to keep, you know, you don't want to have to keep cleaning things. And excuse my rear, but it's there. It's in the way. I'm gonna do this quick. So that mini pick there. Dump that out. We need our brush again to clean off our little measuring tool. So this measuring tool is actually not for concrete. I got this measuring cup for putting oil in my, motorcycle bike thing. You don't want that getting in there. I might have to buy a new one. If you want to leave a comment, buy a new one. For the 500 yen. We don't have bucks right now, $3. Don't get the junk in there. It's fine. Okay. Be nice in your comments. That's all I ask. Just be nice to people in your comments. The neighbors walking about. So, see if we can get everything cleaned up, including my little mini shovel here. Alright. Now, in a few minutes we're going to brush that all up. Anyways, let's take our cement, because we're done with that today. Put that back. We didn't need it anyway. Good. And that is a day sunshine. Sunshine today. Canopy today, but I might get to it. If I do get to it, I'll be so happy. Well, this has to get all cleaned up before the next adventure. Not too big adventure, but the next one, whatever that is. That's pretty good. I got a lot of stuff. Recycle everything. Gotta put it in big plastic. I probably rejected my recycling today because that's what they did last time. Now we're done mixing. We can unplug this, clean it up. A rag would be really helpful right now. I know where that rag is. Right here where I left it. Okay. Probably my neighbors are still wondering why I'm talking to myself, but they don't know that we're on YouTube. I'm gonna put this away. You know what? This chuck really needs to go back in the Bosch thing because there's nothing worse than not having the tool that you bought handy when you need it. Put a thing over there. I'm gonna wipe this down. This is such a mess. This drill gets really dirty. You have to clean it up before you put it away. So I didn't know there was electrical tape on this drill because we beat the junk out of this thing. Oh man, did we beat on it. Might actually be on time to go get that helmet today. Hope that person's gonna be available. I don't want to go get it. Okay, so it's raining, and we gotta put this away. I'm gonna put this in here. Anybody asked you, did I wear glasses today while drilling? I did. Yeah, I wore these glasses. Are they protective glasses? Well, that's another story for another day. Wow. The box actually all stuff like it's supposed to. I'm gonna put stuff away and put it in a mono okie. That's my storage shed. I'm not gonna show you publicly because probably there's some bad people out there that want to take my stuff. See, there I go. That's all good. Let's put these pins, extra pins in the concrete box. Level. Put the mixer in the concrete box again. That's where it belongs. It belongs anywhere else. Okay. It goes in. Now, put this over to here. Still have the platform to take out the cardboard. My cardboard there. I want to make sure that if you can still hear me, I'm in the back of my hay truck, my mini truck. Some of the Honda gyro parts in here. Fine. Then we can put cardboard on top of that. And paper from the cement. That's going to go in cardboard right too. We'll take all that. We'll put it in the other box. Then it'll be out of the way. I can't wait for this hour. I'm not doing anything the rest of the day. I will. Takes a lot of energy. Oh, look at that. I got more pins here. That should go in the concrete box. All these metal pins go in the concrete box. I don't put any more metal than they are in here. Alright, so we're good with that. Mail? No, no mail. Okay. Looking good here. So we're going to clean this up. We are going to clean this up too. So this is my good bubble level. See, this is bubble level. This is a 2-hour video. I'm going to have to split this up for you guys. Part 1, part 2, 1 hour each. YouTube tends to crash when I upload a lot of videos, which I don't really do a lot of. When I upload a long video. Alright, we're going to take out our power source here. See if we can a rag for this. Man, what a mess. But it's worth it. It's all worth it in the end. Everything's gonna look clean, looking good. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up. You know, when I was young, they always taught me how to like wrap the cord around your arm, so it's like 2 feet long. But then when you get to the end, the thing like turns like that. That doesn't make sense, does it? So then I was doing a job. I'm getting called for lunch right now, just by the way. My dear wife made me a delicious lunch. I'm starving right now. It's like 12:20. I haven't eaten since breakfast, which was at like 7:30. Anyways, I was doing a job and this kid didn't know anything at all. He folds it up like this. I'm like, what a good idea. You know? I mean, look at this. Now you put your little cord around it. Doesn't take up any space at all. Put it on my dresser, away. Put our wheelbarrow away. The wheelbarrow is definitely on its last leg. The barrel connects, rest it away. Okay. And then make sure we have no accidents with these things. My knife. Don't want to have any accidents with a knife at the end of the day. That's when the accidents happen, at the very end of the day. And hurt yourself. And then stuff happens. Oh, it's not. Gonna take this. Probably it's good. Don't think this is necessary because it's not gonna work. Anyways, let's just put it here. Alright, let's put the mini shovel away. We're gonna put all the other stuff away. Anyways, pick can go here. Pick goes there. Mini shovel goes around the back of the house. Probably can't put it there. I'm gonna put it around the back of the house, get it out of the way. Everything I clean up now, I don't have to clean up later. And then I got all the stuff here. Now our mortar should be getting set here. Mortar is getting set. Okay. I think I just sliced my thumb. I didn't really feel anything. That's why it's an accident at the end of the day. But I think I cut my thumb before anyways. So whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna put our bucket. First of all, we're gonna spray down the driveway where we got concrete so it doesn't harden. Alright. Had this dream last night. Every day I exercise, right? I was watching like, 80s rock. It was really cool. Because I never really was watching that when we were doing. When I was about 19, I went to Montana. And I met some people. I'm not going to say who or what kind of relationship they had to me. But anyways, Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine. I had a dream last night of people that I knew from that state. And anyways, I mean, I hope all is well with them. I really do. I don't suspect that they're watching my videos, but if they are, I hope you're doing really well. Friends from the past. And then, cheers is the new thing. Cheers. got hot again. What do you think? Humidity. Unbelievable. Alright, so we didn't wind up using a pick, a shovel, or speed shovel, or the hoe. Now we just put this all back in the corner here. Where it belongs. We're in a good spot. So I can go inside and eat lunch. Good. Giant Japanese hornets. Watch out for them. Stay first. Man. Alright. So we're just gonna do a little brush down of this. Put this on like mist. Kitty. Kitty. So obviously in Japanese, can you see that? It says, can you see it with this light maybe? It says kiri. That means mist. It's kind of an old novel. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So, I'm gonna take our little brush. Gonna brush it down a little bit. Ooh. You know, by the way, I forgot to do, oh yeah, I forgot to do one of these cells. Try to do that. Before we close up shop, totally forgot to do this cell here. Alright, we are looking good here. Nice and loose. Okay, that's all. Just a little bit there. All we need to do, get our little kitty spray out. Just to make this look nice. Give it a little light down here. There you go. It's a little gritty because we got sand on top. There we go. Just gonna wash it down a bit. And the other thing we forgot was the jointer. Some of those joints are already full. So let's just do it while we got time. And then this video is going to be only 2 hours and 20 minutes. All right, so we're going to go away. Block. Lead. Fall into the river. This joint is hard, but anyways, it's deep, so that's good. And I can just do this another day with stuff I have. Alright. Alright. Starting to look really good here. 2 more joints to go, and we're done. 2 more joints, and we're done. This joint is extremely close. Why? Oh, actually, it's not as close as I thought. It's just concrete hardened up. Nice. Now my river wall is looking very nice. Okay, we're good. Now let's get over to the other side. I really like how that looks. Am I ever going to see it? No, I'm not. Why does it matter? Like I said in the beginning, it does matter. If you want it to look good from both angles, you should do it right. Alright, that's good. Clean up, we're done. Alright, we are done for today, people. I would like to thank my viewing audience for joining me. This is Jared the Handyman. I don't know if you can see, but Jared the Handyman is saying thank you for watching us do our wall project today. I hope you enjoyed it. It took a while. Yeah, it took 2 hours, 20 minutes, but that's not bad. 5 blocks. Got us like 1.5 meters or 6-7 feet, whatever. Let's see. They're 40 centimeters each, 5 blocks. That's 200 centimeters. That's 2 meters. That's 6.5 feet. So we're looking good now. Now we can let that rest. Again, thank you for joining Jared the Handyman on YouTube. The non-demo Benlia. N-A-N-O. Excuse me. N-A-N. Non-demo. D-E-M-O. Benria. B-E-N-R-I-Y-A. So anyways, thanks for joining us. Come again, because next time we're gonna get back to our gyro canopy project. Thank you.